I started playing tuba when I was in 6th grade. I saw it in the back of the band at an assembly, and I said, man, that big shiny thing, that's one I want to play. And, about a year or two in, I started actually making some good noise on the instrument and went on my way from there. Did my undergrad in Boston and had 2 wonderful teachers there. Moved on to Indiana, had another fantastic teacher there too. Got my job here in the Colorado Symphony in 2005 after a whole series of auditions. Moved out here. I was very thankful that I was able to score that job. That was a really, really exciting time. And spent now 18 years with the Colorado Symphony. This is year number 1 at DU. So I'm very happy, very excited. I like to take students where they are, kind of figure out what they need. Students come in and they'll either say, well, I have never had lessons, or they've had a lot of lessons and a lot of playing experience. You can have a wide range sometimes. And I like to sit and listen to them first, really get an idea of how they play. But then we'll take and adjust things as they need to, and we'll kind of go sequentially through some repertoire. I use a lot of etudes and a lot of studies, a lot of solos, orchestral excerpts and band excerpts, and this is kind of what I do. So, no one lesson plan will be the same for any student. Everyone is different, and everyone is really tailored to what they need and how they need to improve, and based on where their goals are, where they want to head after they're done, we'll kind of drive and gear things that way. A lot of breathing, and that makes a difference up here in Mile High. And I take in all the qualities and all the lessons that I learned, and I adapt them to what a student needs. And we just kind of gear our lessons that way. And hopefully, like at the end of a semester, quarter, year, or 4-year span, you can look back and look at where they came versus where they are now, and see just a huge level of improvement. So a tuba player will come in and you'll get a weekly lesson. You'll have weekly studio class as well. You'll have plenty of time to practice, which is essential. However much time you really carve out, 2 or 3 hours is probably the most ideal amount of time. And in a week, you'll have ensemble rehearsals, you'll have practice time, you'll get some studio class time. There's also brass quintet and that kind of thing too. So a lot of time playing in an ensemble, learning how to play with other people. You have a lot of time here learning how to develop your craft on the instrument. And you have a lot of time to listen and study and figure out what you want to sound like, and how you're going to accomplish your goal down the road. You can expect band, as always. Tuba players and band go hand in hand. The ensemble here is wonderful, and the band experience is very crucial for foundation. You can expect orchestra. That's a little bit more competitive because there's only one tuba in an orchestra. But there's also brass quintet, and assuming numbers are here, we have tuba euphonium quartet and brass choir, all those things during the course of the week. The Lamont School of Music is a small college. In terms of its relative numbers, we'll take 2 to 4 tuba players every year, and that means you get a lot of playing time. It means you get a lot of personal attention from not just myself but all the other faculty here, and that playing time, the personal attention, is something that you get at a small college that is really invaluable. You're not one of many. You're one of the few who we depend on to make music happen as a group here. So you get to learn how to play together with other people like you wouldn't in other places if you're one of 15 or 20. Not that experience is bad, but here it's your attention is really on the student, at least from our perspective. And it speaks volumes when you have someone who can go out and really work in a professional environment because they have that intention and that experience that we are able to give here.